Now, live from the Snackboy Studios in Laurel, Maryland, USA, the Silicon Trailer Park, it's snack time.
Yes. Welcome to Welcome to Snackboy. I'm your host, Terry, and welcome to Snackboy. Today, I know what you want. I know what you need. You're looking at your computer and you're thinking, Snackboy. Snackboy, we love your stories. We love your show. 5 minutes every day is just not enough. And you know what we need, Snackboy? We need more stories about your brother, Kenny. Well, let me tell you what's going on right now. My brother, Kenny, you remember him. He goes to he graduated from seminary. He's a good Christian kind of guy. He's a good brother. He's a man of the cross and got married recently to Kate, his beautiful Filipino bride. Well, let me tell you a little something about Kenny. Today he's moving to Florida. And because he's moving to Florida, that means that I can feel very safe and peaceful doing a snack boy about him because he's really not in the state anymore to defend himself. So today, let's jump on the magic carpet and let's talk about Kenny. Well, his name is Kenny Fillmore Crummett. Kenneth Fillmore Crummett is 3 years older than I, and I think I told you a little bit about him on the previous show. But I don't think I really got on that time machine, and I don't think I pulled you into that little time machine with me and brought you back to a place where we were younger. You know, a lot of us have had siblings that were maybe a little jealous, maybe a little mean, maybe a little harsh. Well, now, today, we're going to talk about the relationship between myself and my brother. So let's go back in time. Okay, in 1972, I was born, and in 1969, 69, my brother was born. Well, Kenny was a firstborn, and he was just treated so well. He was coddled and hugged and loved and really fed with that silver spoon. Before Ricky Schroeder, there was Kenny. And when I came along, Kenny used to lisp. He would say, Mom and Dad, return him to the hospital. Can't you put him back? You know, and my parents brought me home. They're like, no. Oh, Kenny, this is your baby brother, Terry. Oh, and there's plenty of love in this family for all of us. Come on, let's hug him. Give him a hug, Kenny. So as a baby, my brother, tried to hug me to death. I don't remember it, but they had to, pull me out of his arms and, they'd be like, no, put him down, Kenny. Put down your brother. Let him go. I think I was turning purple. Well, the smoke cleared for a little while, and then things got kind of worse. Let's just say when I was about 4 years old, I started to be punished. My brother was walking around the house, and he was urinating all over the house, in the corners, on the carpet, in the basement, under the stairs. And then he would go to Mom and Dad and go, Mom, Dad, remember the list. Terry's peeing all over the house. I saw him. He peed. He peed in the corners. I was going to the bathroom and I noticed that he peed on the floor. Ew! Ew! Punish him! Punish him! So they'd punish me. I don't remember this, but they would I don't know what they did. Probably send me in my room. Well, things only got more violent, more twisted, and more evil from there. When, yes, my brother even began to get violent. He used to pick me up by my hair. At the time, I had this curly blonde hair, and he'd grab it, and he'd pick me up off the ground. And the worst is when he would take my hair, and he'd pull me up off the ground, then he'd drop me to the ground, and he'd fart in my face. And I couldn't get away because he'd be holding my hair. So he would hold it so it was so tight that it doesn't hurt now, and he'd fart, and his farts are deadly, just poison vapors. And he'd go, but he'd do it silently. And he'd put me down behind his butt and be a kid. And I wouldn't hear the steam coming out of his ass, but it would just overwhelm me and blanket me. And I'd be like, and I couldn't breathe. And then he'd be like, try to run, brother. Brother, try to run from my smelly. You can't run from my smelly, brother. and then here's the worst. Now, to this very day, I'm very claustrophobic. But Snackboy, why would you be claustrophobic? Let me tell you why. Well, when Kenny and I were young, after a kid goes to school, he needs to come home and watch a little television just to let the day go. I used to love to come home and watch Three's Company or Wonder Woman or even Give Me a Break. And Kenny would watch it with me, and my parents had a king-size bed, and we would just camp out on the king-size bed and watch TV and jump up and down. Well, what my brother got into the habit of doing is during the commercial breaks, he would put a pillow over my head and sit on it. And at first he would do it for about 10 seconds, and I'd be like, "Oh, stop it!" And then he started doing it literally for like a minute at a time until literally toward the end of our little game, about a year later, he would put the pillow on my head and sit on it till I was just about dead. And just when that tunnel was coming and I could see the Lord and I thought that I was going to go to the pearly gates and, like my lights would flash in front of my eyes, he'd pull the pillow off and I'd be, it was just like this. I mean, I'll show you how long he did it. He'd be like, "Brother, it's a commercial!" Ah! Ah!